Okay, so we are on the test server. I'm going to be looking at the new weapon, Blast RPG 12. So here is what the stats look like. The weapon description in general. Missiles deal damage in a large radius around their impact point. Missiles would be attracted toward nearby enemy mechs in their flight path. So it will have a slight homing, not quite a homing mechanic. There's all the other stuff. Fire rate, mag size 10, reload speed 8, no damage fall off, max range 120, projectile speed rather slow. The hit cone may or may not be the homing angle. I have not done any testing with it yet, so I don't know. Damage radius 10 meters. Here's the stats at max. But yeah, this promises to be very interesting in terms of the implants. Ignore these weird ID numbers, I'm not really sure what that's all about. But the implants, there's a mag size implant that maxes out at 30%, so that'll give you 3 more shots per mag. I don't necessarily know how useful that's going to be, so I'm not going to use it. I'm going to stick with just epics, level 5 epics for now. But then the other implants are kind of just like the basic stuff. 30% more damage, 30% less reload time. This is more or less my first time trying it, so I'm going to start it off on Surge with these mods that are pretty similar to the ones that I have on my main account. And then afterward, I'll kind of get an idea of what I think it'll be good on and run it on something else. Alright, let's go up to this side. I don't want to go straight through the middle. 120 meters range. That's pretty good. Well, I also got the homing. Bro. You see that AoE thing? It's like fireworks. Yeah, what is that? That's crazy. Okay. So yeah, you could see the homing was... It was definitely there, but it's not super strong. Which is nice, because that means it's not gonna really get in the way of... like, trying to use the AoE very much. It could get in the way of it slightly. That's kind of like the only issue with that. Yo. Okay. Hi. Alright, so the damage output is not particularly high. This is definitely not like the best performance of them, of course, because I don't have the max and I don't have the legendary damage implant. But even still, I think it's, you know, pretty obviously a sort of mid-damage weapon. Not necessarily meant for brawling with. I was kind of trying to lead him, to be honest, but not super easy. I should probably be trying to use the radius. Because... unlike Disc Launcher, this one doesn't have radius fall off. And it'll also deal back damage with the radius. Hello. So I can kind of fire past him. Yeah, you can see the homing thing's not really an issue. It is interesting. Like, I do kind of wonder how it'll feel on different aiming modes, though, because this is obviously on PC with, like, the minimal aim assist. Alright, so the damage is not super high. This is with a maxed missile pilot, of course. The weapon uptime is decent. The weapon reload time is not too bad. I think it would be pretty ideal for, like, Lacewing, because it can get the high ground and be able to use that radius a bit better, potentially. So let's try it on that. Alright, this map, I should be able to potentially get up on top and be able to make good use of the radius. But we shall see. These bots are slightly stronger than... crap. These bots are slightly stronger than they were last match. Yeah, like pretty much every time I start the test server, I gotta like work with bots up from scratch, so it just gets like that sometimes. Hello, he's derped out. Oh, okay. Alright, I mean, I'm dealing damage to multiple of them, but I'm not really dealing substantial damage to multiple of them. Let's see. I don't really want to get locked or anything, but let's just fire like that. These guys all have howlers and stuff, so I'm probably not in like super, like a whole ton of danger. Oh dear. No, this is probably fine. This... Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm not at all impressed by this weapon. Yo, okay, I almost got freaking howlered to death. Like, it is not doing very much damage at all. Now, the radius in, like, let's say a theoretical competitive scenario could be nice to have. It is really large radius, larger than, like, Stormwreck has. But against bots that are just, you know, being aggressive, they're just kind of moving, they're not really, like, doing anything specific. It's not, yeah, the damage output's not great. The homing is an interesting mechanic. I don't think it necessarily helps or hurts the weapon. Ow. Alright, so yeah. I don't necessarily want to jump the gun, because certain things can take a while to kind of get used to and make the best use of and that sort of thing. But as of right now, the damage is so low that honestly, I don't see it being very useful, especially in the current, like, super high damage meta. Stormwreck's radius is similar enough, and if you really wanted it to be larger, then you could always use the radius implant. Blast RPG does not have a radius implant. The base radius is obviously larger, but I don't think that a couple meters of extra radius is enough to really justify the explicit lack in damage. So generally, I would say I would stay away from this. I don't think it's going to be very useful. I'll do some testing and comparisons with it when I get the chance, but this is kind of just my first impressions. Otherwise, that will be it for me. Appreciate y'all. Take care.